Like to have fun, and we sure had a good time last year, didn't we, partner?
It was okay.
You know, maybe I should get a partner and enter that tournament. You know, I used to be a pretty decent bowler.
Decent bowler? You were a fabulous bowler, 180 average. 180?
Come on, come on.
What in the world is that?
Herring pie. The surprise is you think it's pie, like an apple, you know, but when you bite into it, it's herring. What fun! You mustn't rush into anything, Blanche. You hardly know him.
I just wonder what my husband George would think about me and Harry.
Well, if he was alive, he probably would not like it. But since he's dead, I don't think it poses a problem.
Well, I just want him to know that I'm happy, but that I could never be.
It was a hot Minnesota summer, and he had put up one of those little stands on the sidewalk.
Selling lemonade.
Insurance. And I bought a nickel policy on my red wagon. Right after that, my wagon was destroyed.
Why, you devil, you!
So that was what we heard, Rose.
Rose got lucky.
Not so lucky. The man in your bed is dead.
What?
Dead.
Oh, Sophia.
He's not dead. I was just...
Somebody asked me about Frank Sinatra.
We were asking Rose why she's nervous about seeing her daughter.
Then try to stay on the subject. Why are you nervous, Rose?
Well, I'm nervous because I made Kirsten executor of my will, and I have to go over the documents with her.
Well, honey, she's a big girl. I mean, this may not be the most pleasant conversation you two will... I probably just overdid it in class tonight.
I do think you ought to have it checked out.
Come on, it's perfectly all right. Ma, what is that you're knitting?
A bottle cover for the sherry.
Why do we need to cover the sherry?
Not the sherry here in the house. The sherry I take to the park. You drink out of a paper bag in the park, and suddenly...
Water.
What is she gonna do with water? Has water ever made you feel better when you were upset? Have you ever heard anyone say, "Thank God the water's here"? Call me when dinner is ready.
Are you okay? Oh, I'm fine.
Oh, I know exactly what you're going through. I can read it in your face.
You can.
Oh, sure. Your husband or your boyfriend dumped you. Oh, honey, don't let it get you down. It's just...
Have to do to get rid of him.
The next step is to ascertain the condition of your exterior. For this, I need to perform a cursory inspection of your subterranean substructure.
You mean crawl under the house?
Anybody can make it sound stupid.
Poor man, how does he face himself every day, knowing his life is devoted to killing?
It was easier for both of us to open up while we were playing cards. Your Aunt Jean was the same way. During a pinochle game, she told me that she swam nude in a pool with Charles Boyer.
Jane, you never told me that.
I would have gotten around to it, but we stopped playing cards.
Oh, and I don't.
Rose, 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 Rose. How can I say this diplomatically?
You're a blabbermouth, Rose.
You're a blabbermouth.
Okay, so I made one little slip. So I told Harriet Wexler you had your ears pinned back in college.
Dara thinks ears pinned back. What they use, a big ear stapler?
Okay, so I made a few little slips. But I can keep a secret, Dorothy. I'll prove it to you. You tell me what you got for Sophia, and if I...
They're there.
It's colic. My children had it. You give them brandy.
For colic?
Yes, after dinner with a cigar. Rose, you give brandy for teething. You rub it on their...
Just doesn't like her.
Thank you, Rose. Incidentally, you look fat.
Well, I
say the time for subtlety has passed. If you want this man, go after him.
I'm glad you're all here. I want you to try something. Here, taste this. What do you think?
It's water.
I didn't ask you to identify it. I asked you what you thought.
It's good.
Just good?
Very good.
How would you describe
Some stranger's word over mine. I'm not going to stand for this. Not in my own house. I want you out of here.
Blanche, you don't mean that. Dorothy, she doesn't mean
I do so mean it.
I'll be out as soon as I can find a place.
Blanche, you can't just throw Dorothy out on the street.
You just watch me.
It's a family tradition. It means the oldest niece has to give the eulogy. Well, not literally. Literally, it's a herring poacher you can wear as a sun visor. The family got together and they decided that was close enough.
Rose, I take
a communion dress? I was there for you when you needed a prom dress. I was there for you when you needed a wedding dress. And frankly, I'm sick of it. Buy your own damn dress. I'll be over at Mildred's.
Rose Nyland?
No one if I start acting like her. All in all, not bad.
You want some breakfast?
Not if you're making it.
Oh, come on, it's an old family favorite. Chocolate chip pancakes. Made with brown sugar, honey, whipped cream, and maple syrup.
Alice died. Lillian is still around, but she thinks she's Pinky Lee. I'm the only one who's left.
Well, then maybe it's time that you went out and tried to make new friends.
It's not that easy to make new friends.
It sure wasn't for the first Eskimo family that moved to St. Olaf. Dorothy, he's a television celebrity. Besides, I talked to him for over an hour. There weren't too many people in line for his autograph. Mr. Whipple lookalike was next door demonstrating the new 3-ply toilet tissue. Oh, I better get ready. He's picking me up at 7.
Can you imagine making a date with a guy to the ball and I'll throw you down the aisle? This is embarrassing. Now get back out there.
I did it. I did it.
You did what? You knocked down 2 pins.
It's a personal trial.
But we're not out of it yet. All we need to win is a...
My friends.
Please forgive me. It wasn't my fault. My cousins have been marrying each other for generations. I'm sorry.
Everybody, this is Fidel Santiago.
How do you do? Very nice to meet you.
It is always a pleasure to meet beautiful ladies such as yourselves.
With that,
Disappointed. My mother wasn't exactly honest in sending in that picture.
I knew that. I have quite a few Janet Gaynors and frames around my house. Believe me, when you've been in a deep depression for a year and a half, nothing phases you.
Well, Eddie, what?
the new guard dog. I'm here for the audition.
Forget it. You force your way into the show every year, and every year it's a total disaster. You can't sing, you can't dance, you can't tell jokes. I'm sorry, you can't be in the show.
You can't be in the show. You can't be in the show. Who are you, Ricky Ricardo?
With my brother.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
He's better with my brother.
If you change your...
I was the only one.
Oh, your date must have been horrified.
No, her brother was a really good sport about
Trudy and I played a lot of practical jokes on each other. It was all part of a happy, healthy rivalry.
Oh, I was the butt of all kinds.
Ma, did you have a sardine sandwich for lunch again?
Dreyfus.
Thomas Dreyfus doing here? It's late.
It's from your friend Gladys at Shady Pine. She says Lillian was sent to Sunny Pastures.
Ah, you see, Ma, your friend is fine.
Fine, are you kidding? Sunny Pastures is the worst nursing home in the city. It's every old person's nightmare. That and a child-proof cap on the kaopectate bottle.
Oh, Rose, hi. Listen, I just picked up these pamphlets at a cosmetic surgeon, and I want you to help me decide which alterations I'll get.
Blanche, none of these women have any tops on.
Well, I know, honey. These are the after pictures of
Oh, seeks traveling companion. Tour of European cathedrals. No prudes.
That's my pal. What a day. Look at this. Toothbrushing.
Miles is my dancing partner at the ballroom.
Oh, yes, and tonight we were the king and queen of the rumba.
Olay.
Ma, did you have a good time?
Great. I even made a few bucks.
Kiss your hand, help you down out of your carriage, leave calling cards and little silver salvers.
So how far back do you want to go, Blanche? I mean, do you still want to be able to vote?
I cannot believe I ran out of gas. I checked my tank yesterday. It was half full.
Maybe the gauge is broken.
It's all those foreign...
Michael, couldn't you have tried to make it work before you just walked away?
Oh, I tried. God knows I tried. But Ma, she didn't understand who I am. She didn't understand I'm a free spirit. And that's why I like to come home. Because you understand me.
You mean it's not...
Well, enjoy and be healthy.
I wonder if she's seen my umbrella with the duck handle.
You know, I haven't been able to find my ankle bracelet.
Come on, I think it's time to search her room again.
My husband passed away a few years ago.
Oh, I see.
What did you want George for?
I'm selling encyclopedias, and his name was at the top of my list of leads. I hope I haven't bothered you, and I'm truly sorry about your husband.
Oh, now that is really odd. I mean, if he's...
Small, no. I meant I can't see you anymore because you're not Jewish.
What?
Rose, this has been a very difficult decision for me.
You're dumping me because I'm not Jewish?
Oh, no.
As a doornail. Dead, dead, dead. Coffee?
Rose? How can you be so cheery? It's a terrible thing.
Come on, she was 89 and she died in her sleep.
She fell asleep driving the bookmobile. Now, baby brother, I've waited all week. Where is it? Where's my surprise?
Hello, everyone.
Surprise.
You can just put the luggage over there.
Okay.
Clay, I don't have any change to tip the driver.
Oh, leave it. There's a married dead man in my bed.
Serves him right.
Ma.
He lied to her.
I don't know why they do that. Don't they know we'll sleep with them anyway?
Well, what am I going to do? I can't tell her husband died in my bed.
Tell her you want to turn on the...
Pregnant woman that her husband's been cheating on her with her own sister. And you're the sister. And you're pregnant, too. By her husband.
You didn't.
Not me. Last night on Dallas.
How long had you been seeing him?
About a month. But that's not why I'm here. I have bad news.
Well, you couldn't be pregnant.
Last night, Al had a heart attack. Anyone else?
Honey, you sure you're going to be all right here alone?
She'll be fine. If someone breaks in, she'll just have to sleep with them.
You didn't have to do that.
Hope you like it. It's very popular in Minnesota. It's a maple syrup, honey, brown sugar, molasses, Rice Krispie long. One for each of you.
How sweet. How incredibly sweet.
Oh, come on now, we've got to get you two set.
What is it? Is anything wrong? No, everything's fine, really. Why don't you just say goodnight to your friend and I'll meet you in the kitchen, okay?
Aunt Blanche, wait. I wasn't gonna say goodnight to Ed. I was just stopping by to pick up a few things.
What?
Well, it was on the way. I'm in that new complex over on Lakefront. By the way, I'm Ed Cullen.
You wear black, they think you're depressed. You wear red, they think you're angry.
You're wearing negligee, they think you want to sleep with them.
Why aren't you arrested more? Anyway, Dr. Halperin is really working one...
Sweetie, it's part of growing up. Dorothy's right. I cringe at some of the stunts I pulled when I was going through my rebellious stage.
Like what, Rose? Squeezing the cows too hard?
No. Like climbing out my bedroom window and stealing my father's truck to drive into a bar in the city to meet
What a meal, Rose, and what a deal, Rose. Uncle Cluck's tastes just like chicken all-you-can-eat buffet.
You love your early bird specials.
You bet, especially when they forget to collect the coupon. Come on, Rose.
I, Sophia Petrillo, being of sound mind and body, do hereby leave my daughter, Dorothy Zbornak, nothing.
Sophia!
It's a joke. I'm kidding, like when I said sound mind and back for one good ticket way up front.
What about me?
I thought about that. This is the plan. We'll get one of those really long overcoats. I'll stand on your shoulders and...
And what? Blend in with the circus folk?
Dorothy, I need to get close to the Pope so I can ask him to come and bless my friend Agnes in the hospital. Oh.
Hello, Pup.
I'm sorry, Derek.
Oh, that's all right. We British love dogs. It's children we can't stand.
Herringballs?
I'm sorry, Rose. I'm just so...
That's 2 weeks. You ought to see a doctor.
Blanche is right. You should see a doctor.
It's just indigestion. And I'm a little tired from working hard.
Oh, come on, Rose. You're playing with your health here. You're crazy.
Oh, I'm crazy, am I? You think I'm crazy, do you? Well, I'll tell you something else. In St. Olaf, we don't believe in psych...
Oh, yes. I'm sure he wipes the jug on his sleeve before he passes it.
Dorothy, now please, I've told him all about you. He's dying to meet you.
Oh, right. He's dying to meet a woman he doesn't even know.
We'll look into this first thing Monday morning.
It can't wait.
You're right. We'll do something immediately. We'll fill out a form. Must be one in here somewhere. It's okay. Sexual discrimination, sexual education, sexual harassment. Okay.
Stanley. He said he was being shipped off to Korea and would probably die, and it would mean so much. That was my part of the war effort. It took 3 seconds. I wasn't sure that we had done anything, actually, until 9 months.
Dorothy, did you have...
How could I? I mean, it always seemed to happen before I was in the room.
Look what we've eaten.
Oh, and I can't sleep on a full stomach.
Dude, look at what time it is.
Excuse me, you made a mistake. Those peaches aren't 59 cents a pound, they're 89 cents. Honesty is the best policy.
What are you trying to do, Rose? Qualify for some kind of scout badge?
Well, I can't help it if I'm an honest person. Obviously something you don't know anything about.
What are you talking about?
When you bought panties.
But actually, I've been working, about 30 years.
Boy, you must really know your business.
Miss Dorothy's a very experienced teacher. Everybody who's had her says she's great.
What do you say we get some drinks and go upstairs and have Dorothy teach us the 3 R's? Reading, writing, and running.
Sophia, forget it. I tell you, we can't do that.
Why not?
Because stapling a $20 bill to the petition is illegal. It's bribery, and don't tell us that's how you got things done in Sicily.
That's not how we got things done in Sicily. Bribing
To widen Richmond Street. Now, will the representative of those wanting to block the proposal please step forward?
Wish me luck.
Wait a minute, Blanche. Why should you do it?
Because we'll have a better chance. Dorothy, I happen to be a wonderful orator, and 2 of the commissioners can verify that.
Blanche, orator means...
Right, I'm fine. You'll have to excuse her. Funeral homes make her a little nervous.
Golly, they used to make me nervous, too. You know, at a traditional funeral home, all they want to talk about is caskets, burials, dead people. Here at Forever Peaceful, we've gotten rid of all that morbid death stuff.
What are you running here, a sushi bar?
Come this way. Now, this is our,
Well, finally, it got to the day before the prom, and Delbert still hadn't asked me. So I marched across a crowded cafeteria, stared him straight in the eye, and said, "Delbert, what gives?" He said, "Jenny McCoy. That's why I'm taking her to the prom." Please. But he did. And the next day they were married, and they went on to live happily together for 25 years.
And what in hell does any of this have to do with my father?
Well, the point is nobody knows why 2 people fall in love, and it's really nobody's business.
Well, he's my father, so that makes it my business. I am going over there right now.
Your cheek.
Thank you very much, Dorothy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go wash the squashed bug off my face.
Yeah, just a minute. Won't be very long.
Okie dokie, take your time.
There's somebody in the bathroom.
Well, he said he wouldn't be long.
Oh, well, I hope one day you meet the woman of your dreams, but in the meantime, who are you and what are you doing in our bathroom?
I'm Dwayne, and that's Rick.
Hi. And I'm Winston Hardwick III.
Well, we're very glad to meet you, but what are you doing in our bathroom?
This is our room. I'm afraid these 6 of us are going to have to share.
Dorothy, I've been thinking it's silly for us to take 3 cars to this reception. 4 couples can easily fit into 2.
Sounds fine with me, and I'm sure Howard won't mind. Ma, you and your date can ride with us.
I don't have a date. Willie's scared off all the eligible men down at the center.
Blanche, can I borrow my pearl earring?
Oh, sure, honey. And you and your cousin Arnold can ride in our car.
Oh, I'm not taking Arnold.
Holy night.
Wow, what an honor. I want to shake your hand. Move it.
We're going to miss our plane. What are we going to do?
Listen, girls, I have an idea. Now, I'm going to create a diversion by bending over and picking up something seductively. Then the 2 of you sneak up behind him and give him a karate chop.
Blanche, what are we looking
It wasn't my fault. We were backing down the driveway, and Sophia told me I ran over Mrs. Stouffer.
And you believed her?
Well, I had to check. Last week I did pin her and her walker to the fence on a wide right turn.
I have to get my shopping list.
I have your shopping list.
Good,
Come
then
on.
everyone is happy.
I'd love to.
Oh, hello there, Stanley.
Oh, hi, guys.
You just wait right here, honey. You will never guess what this impulsive, wonderful fool just did. He bought a fire engine red convertible, put it on his credit card. I have to get it wrapped.
Hey, dude, so
Cheap. So used. How do you usually deal with that, Blanche?
Rose, just for that, I'm going to flush the toilet tonight while you're taking a shower.
You know, it's all our own. How you feel?
You gave us quite a scare.
Oh, doctor, is she going to be all right?
She'll be fine. It was just an esophageal spasm.
A what?
A constriction of the food pipe. It can be very painful and frightening, but it's not at all serious.
Oh, thank God.
She just needs to take it easy for a few days, and she'll be as good as new. Rose, I want you to relax here for a few more minutes.
Intimidating. This way, I'm just one of the guys.
You think a lot of these kids, don't you?
Oh, hey, so do you.
Well, I do, but I don't know. I sense a special dedication from you. It's nice.
Oh, thanks, Dorothy. I've been at this a long time. I watch these kids grow. I know their families. I've been to their homes for dinner.
Really? You've been to their homes for dinner? So you're going to take it?
Well, it's kind of small, and there's not enough light. And there's no room for a goat. Come on in the kitchen. I made dinner. Should be ready. I was going to cook dinner. Well, I thought for a change, everybody would like to have a meal with a little flavor.
I'm supposed to get along with that? Decided to get into show business, and they became the internationally renowned Scandinavian dance team of Stepan Fetchik.
She's not out there.
She isn't in her bedroom.
There's no one in the kitchen now, but I think she was there. The coffee's still warm.
Oh, Ma, that's because we were in there drinking it less than an hour ago.
Excuse me, Miss Marple. I'm new at this.
Blanche, where have you been?
Blanche, why didn't you call us? You had us worried.
Way is not the answer. Whoa! Oh, I'm sorry, Mario. I never realized that ripping off a nose would leave that big a hole. Anyway, I read a story once that said that in America...
Catering the affair.
Well, he might be able to take me, but my date for the evening is Hunter McCoy.
But what about Jake?
What about him?
Well, Jake has to take you to the benefit. I mean, you'll be there, he'll be there. He'll expect you to be there with him. How could you do this?
Well, Rose, you make it sound so terrible. It's not. Jake Lee?
Well, we've been married for 18 years. And up until then, everything had seemed so perfect. And then one night it happened. He came home, had dinner, walked upstairs, and went to sleep. I went into the bathroom and cried my eyes out.
Look, it's my marriage. I never should have come here in the first place. That was a big mistake. We'll be out of here first thing in the morning.
And a pinch of baking soda.
Ma, that looked like an awfully big pinch.
Who cares?
Don't they give you medication at the home, Chuck?
Oh, no. Doctor says I don't have to take it anymore. It doesn't stop the multiple personalities. It just relieves anxiety. I'm not anxious. I make other people anxious.
Hi, Chucky.
Hi, sis.
You're over here early.
Now, you have been carrying on for a week. It was only a toy animal.
Fernando was more than that. He was full of life. He was full of love.
He was full of stuffing, Rose. Now, look, you've got to get a grip on yourself.
I'm sorry. I know I'm behaving like a fool.
I can last just as long as you can.
Oh, Dorothy, please. I think I do have a little more endurance than you.
Blanche, we are not dancing on our backs.
You take that back.
I will not.
13th Annual Jefferson Hospital Heart Charity Dance Marathon. Yes, sir. One word of caution before we begin. Contrary to what some folks thought last year, this marathon is not part of the cardiac rehabilitation program here at the hospital.
Take care of him for free.
Oh, shut up, Rose. Tell me, how long does Rose have to take care of this pig before she gets the money?
As long as he lives.
Oh, forget it.
Well, I split the money with you girls.
Forget it.
How long does a pig live?
About 25 years.
Forget it.
How old is this pig?
29.
Most colorful dust ball I've ever seen.
This is no dust bowl, Rose.
What do you think it is?
It's a rock. I think it may be some kind of charm.
It is. I learned it from my grandmother. You see, you put a specially painted rock beneath a person's bed to bring them around.
I hadn't slept so well in years.
Yes, but it certainly has nothing to do with this rock. Look, I like Marguerite as much as you do, but she's been here a week and she is not doing a very good job.
I think she's doing a terrific job. Why, ever since she gave me that potion, Norman's been on me like white on rice.
And talking about house white...
Start out talking about Aunt Gretchen, the person. She was always a very rigid person.
Especially now. I'm sorry, Rose. I guess that maybe that champagne did relax me.
Oh, my God. Hangs in her mouth. Sometimes baying at the moon. Now her dying scares me. But there's a good part to being scared. You get to know who your friends are. They're the ones who help you not be scared. Maybe that's what Aunt Gretchen was trying to do. Hi, Ma.
What the hell are you doing home?
Ma, let's not get all mushy.
You chickened out, didn't you?
No, we went, or at least we started to. Halfway there, we ran. Why does it say here that you were in his house for 2 hours?
We were just talking. Then why does it say the explosion was so great it shattered windows in the building next door?
Rose, that's an article about an earthquake in Guatemala.
Leo, he's the one who prescribed arch supports for Mussolini.
Must have really helped his lower back when they hung him by his heels.
Forget him. I'm talking about Bruno Bonifiglio. I take one look at him, and I have a hunch he's trouble. But nobody believes me. So what happened?
Really want to put this on a childish level of name-calling?
Yes.
So do I.
Traitor.
Tramp.
Backstabber.
Homewrecker.
Indian giver. I'm sorry, I just got caught up in the moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention.
To call them the aliens. They are the Chungs, and they happen to be very nice.
They're not very nice. They eat dogs.
Ma, they do not eat dogs.
Right. It's just a coincidence that not one ever pees on their lawn.
Ma, you made that up.
Sophia, we're not talking about them anyway, but...
St. Olaf. I got work to do.
Oh, Ma, I moved some of your things into my room.
Why'd you do that?
Blanche's daughter arrives today. You're going to have to sleep with me.
Let me respond to that proposition the way your dates do. No thanks, I'll call you sometime.
Okay, girls. How do I...
Who could that be at this hour?
I'll see.
Hi, Mama.
Oh, Rebecca, am I glad to see you, honey? I'm so sorry about what I said.
Don't apologize. You were right.
What?
Well, all the way to the airport, I was thinking about what you said, how much courage it took for you to say it. That's when I realized how much you must really love me.
Oh, baby.
Oh, Mama, you were right about Jeremy, too. I can do better. Just took someone who loved me to point it out.
Let's go tell the girls the good news. They're out in the kitchen having cheesecake.
Oh. Blanche, wake up. People are looking at you.
What? Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I was having an erotic dream.
You know, your father used to do a thing with feathers when we were first married.
But he was too lazy on the balcony of the Von Trapp home, listening to artillery shells bursting in the distance, and you come running on from upstage, okay?
Okay. You ready?
Yes.
The Nazis are coming! The Nazis are coming!
Everybody, grab a gun and go to the basement. Come on. Shut up and play ball, you yuts. False alarm. Never mind. Let's all go to bed. Come on, Angelo. You can sleep in my room.
Oh, yeah? Well, want a bit crowded?
Please, in Sicily, we slept 4 in a bed.
Yeah, but there's 6 of us.
I meant just you and me.
Oh, fancy.
God, I wish I was dead.
Blanche, let's go get the hors d'oeuvre. Excuse us.
Oh, I have never been so embarrassed in my entire life. I made a fool of myself, didn't I?
Yes.
Well, I feel awful, just awful.
I wish you could, but my mind's made up. My baby needs me.
What about me, Ma?
You've always been able to take care of yourself. You don't need me.
All right, what about me?
You were always strong and independent even before I got here. You don't need me.
What about me?
You need the Wizard of Oz. Plaid polyester. Rose, you have something in a size 6?
Come on, Ma, I'll help you pick something out. Must be Raymond.
I'll be right out. I just have to get some hard candy and my donut pillow.
Does that mean you don't think I'm smart enough for the job?
Well, no, I think you're smart enough. You just have no taste.
Okay, girls, which goes better, the silver chain or the pearls?
The chain.
An amateur's mistake. Can't you see that the chain...
Cool it gets here this time of year.
No, you picked the right time to visit. Another month, it would be very humid.
You don't know humid till you've been in St. Louis in mid-August.
Now, I hear it gets very, very humid there, especially in mid-August.
Incredibly humid and it's hot, sticky.
Why the hell are you marrying my son?
I'm glad one of us finally brought that up. Dorothy, I don't blame you for having your doubts.
I have more than doubts. I look at the two of you, I see so many differences. He is 23, you are 44. He's white, you're black. He is 23, you are 44.
Terrific. Nice meeting you. Goodbye.
Goodbye and thank you.
Don't count on that job, Dorothy. Many women have had their hopes dashed by smooth-talking TV sharpies. Dave Garroway told me if I treated him right, I'd be his sidekick on the Today...
Better idea.
Hi.
Hi. Well, I guess your friend couldn't work.
And I'll smile.
Oh, Ma, that was very sweet.
Just lovely, Sophia, can you ever forgive me for all those ugly things I said?
Of course I can. It was said in the heat of battle.
You know, if I had it all to do over again, I'd let you have Fidel.
Oh, you're so generous.
Blanche, let me ask you a question. Are you allowed to go back to Chattanooga?
Are you kidding? The sheriff still rides.
Fuck me.
You do this for free.
Then be grateful. Anything happening?
Yeah, we got 3 in surgery, 2 in x-ray, and you have to deliver these on your break.
In your dreams. I'm a sunshine lady, not a teamster. Now get the hell out of here and let me do my work.
Does not want us to say a word about this to anyone until we hear from him again. Not a word. Is that understood?
Yes. I thought I heard voices in here. What you girls doing?
Oh, nothing. We're just sitting talking.
Accept Dr. Jerry's medical report.
Why?
I don't know, something about his prison record. They insist you be examined by one of their physicians. This is a real bummer. We've gotten this far and it's suddenly starting to all fall apart. It's over.
What do you say, everybody? Shall we forgive her?
Ma, Stanley, I'd like you to meet some of the actors from the community theater. They'll be performing.
For a minute, Rose, do you know what we need? An Elvis impersonator.
That sounds great, Blanche. I thought we'd get a new dishwasher first, but this could probably come in just as handy.
I mean for our next club meeting, Rose. Membership has been waning. Maybe this...
Lifesaver?
What kind you got?
Peppermint.
I don't like peppermint. I like butterscotch. You got butterscotch?
Does it say 7-Eleven across my forehead? I got peppermint.
Well, try one. I like butterscotch better. What is this, coconut?
They used to tell me I was building a dream.
peace and glory ahead. She feels.
And what about you? You think I'm terrible because I want my husband back?
Ex-husband, Dorothy. Ex-husband who left you and didn't even have the courtesy to tell you he was leaving. Ex-husband who married somebody half your age just 1 week after the divorce. Ex-husband who's getting married again tomorrow. Oh, you see, Rose, the Greeks and Romans always sculpted man. They admired the beauty of the male form. Its sinewy, muscled hardness, its rippling loins, its chiseled buttocks. My, it's getting hot in here.
It certainly is.
I have 25. Do I hear 30?
Oh,
65?
Now, watch how I do this. If you really play it cool, you can scare off the other bidders. 6,500.
I have 65. Who'll make it 7? I have 7. Who'll give me 75?
My turn. 75.
I have 75. Who'll give me 8,000?
8,000.
Okay, in this formation, you're lined up in a wishbone with the U back in motion. Any questions so far?
I've got a question, Coach Rose. Am I an X or a no?
You're an O, Freddie.
You just have to do until Disney unveils their Dumbo line. I better grab something to eat before Eddie gets here.
Wait a minute. Why don't you just go out to eat?
There never seems to be enough time.
I'm sorry, Dorothy. I held out as long as I could. She said she'd tickle me.
You're a regular Nelson Mandela, Rose.
So that's it. Find out just how.
Blanche! It's Blanche! Oh. Now look here, Eddie. Now you listen to me. Dorothy has decided she wants nothing more to do with you. I can't understand why, because I think you have about the cutest ears I've ever seen on a man in my entire life. You make you kind of look like...
Love, period. Some things never change. I'm gonna go through with it.
Well, good for you. Yeah. And thank you for listening.
Oh, Victor, come on. Let's get a table. There's something I have to tell you.
No, Blanche is talking about...
A Nestle's Crunch?
One over.
An enema bag?
To the right.
Did you, Grip?
Condoms, Rose! Condoms! 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 Ma, all I want us to do is go away together, just the two of us. Ma, we'll go anywhere you want to go.
Great. I want to go to Disney World.
And that's where we're going.
Oh? All of a sudden you're going to take me after I've been asking for years?
That's right.
Leave your shoe sizes. Let me know whether you want your moccasins in brown or black.
I'm going to rub out Melvin's little friend, Mookie the Sailor.
You wouldn't.
Try me.
Oh, no, please, Blanche, I'll do anything you say.
Thought you'd see it my way.
Oh, Pop was...
You're going to love it.
Who did you talk to?
A very nice receptionist at NBC.
I am focusing all my powers on this metal object.
That's idiotic.
Now be patient. It's a very good trick.
You're basing this whole thing on a conversation you had with a telephone operator at NBC.
We're going to have to go and tell everyone it was a riverboat floating down the Mississippi Delta. Finish the damn story, Blanche.
Anyway, it was at a Southern seafood fry that I proudly dragged Kathy Lee over to meet my folks when my mama took one look at Kathy Lee and forbade me ever to see her again.
Why?
Any sign of Rose?
Not yet. You know, Dorothy, I'm a little nervous. I mean, Rose was on those pills for 30 years. Now, if 1 month in the hospital has really helped her kick the habit, she may not be the same Rose we know. I mean, she may be an entirely different person. I know because it happened. Anyway, Ben got older and I guess a little bit frail, and this is the hard part of my story. One autumn day, I walked by that porch and old Ben was gone.
bed he died and the bed he was born in.
I'll see you girls in the locker room.
Vaughn, she's not serious.
Never has been, never will be. Okay, then you'll need new gym bags, water bottles, vitamin packs, and most importantly, a sports training bra to minimize jiggle and bounce. Yvonne, honey, I think you're missing the whole point of having breasts.
We'll take them.
Jackhammer! Jackhammer! Windshield wipers! Windshield wipers!
Charlie horse! Charlie horse!
Can't you find a better place to clip your toenails?
Don't call me Ma. Call me Sophia like my other friends.
Look, Ma, I am very upset, so please stop teasing me.
Dorothy, I've never told this to anyone before. The day I left the hospital with you, I had a gnawing feeling in the pit of my stomach.
Just because a hospital vending machine screws up a lousy cup of coffee doesn't mean that the hospital did anything wrong. Oh, sure, a mistake like getting two babies mixed up makes the headlines. But the point is, statistics back me up. Hospitals are remarkably efficient institutions. I mean, seriously.
You got style, blue sky, sunshine, why stand by the miles, Miami? You got
History professor seeking non-smoking Oriental woman who was into Wesson oil and bears a resemblance to Florence Henderson.
Is that sign Doug?
Yes.
I know him. He's a sick man.
I'm terribly sorry for this mix-up. Goodbye.
Well, Blanche, what else is there besides love and kindness?
How about fame and fortune?
Well, that doesn't bring happiness.
Like hell it doesn't.
You know, I'm getting sick of you knocking Minnesota. Maybe we're not as sophisticated as Miami. Maybe we don't. Please go for me. I'll feel better knowing this thing is finally over with.
Well, since you put it that way, but only as a personal favor to you, honey. Well, I guess I better go get dressed.
Thank you, Blanche. Can you believe that backstabbing slut? Boom, 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 boom. Mr. Simon, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him two lips like roses and clover. And tell him that his lonesome nights are over.
Rose, get to the part where they steal the brain out of the dead body and sew it into your head.
So anyway, she got a suspended sentence.
They let her go?
No, they hanged her.
I ate tentacle.
No, you didn't. Any girl who says that and doesn't blush knows what she's saying.
Oh.
You were the only thing that kept me awake in biology class. Yeah, to old friends.
Oh, I wish you weren't leaving tomorrow.
I couldn't find the Christmas cookie cutters, so I used the 4th of July cookie cutters instead.
I wonder where President Bush stands on eating the flag.
Well, that's all the presents, except for the ones we know are fruit. Dorothy, do you think I'm dressed okay for the dog races?
That depends. Are you competing?
Sophia, nothing you can say is going to bother me. And you know why? Because when I'm with Stephen, I don't know, I get goosebumps. I feel all tingly.
Val and I spent our most intimate moments there.
Ma, is there anything I can do for you?
Yeah, stay out. You barged in on me enough when you were a kid.
What are you talking about?
I am giving up the physical side of my life. After what I've been through, I cannot trust myself to climb the heights of passion anymore because I can't be sure of ever getting back again.
I know you have to be concerned about the...
Hello? Oh, just a minute. Blanche, it's for you. It's Charmaine again.
Okay.
Blanche, don't you think you should talk to her? She's still... Everybody, this is Glenn. Glenn, I'd like you to meet...
No, don't tell me. Rose, Blanche, and Mrs. Petrillo. These are for you. Oh, remind me, before you leave, I went back to the bakery and got your mother some anise cookies.
You don't have to try so hard. You know, to be honest, I still can't believe how much my mother liked you.
Yeah, I liked her, too. One thing puzzled me, though. When...
Aren't you nice? Do you like jazz?
No, ma'am.
I've always felt there was something about a man with a tray. Is it warm in here?
Leaving you was the toughest thing that I ever did.
Yeah. I was quite a dish back then.
The longest legs of any girl in the village.
Dorothy, let me out of here right now.
There's only one. Hi, you still painting out there?
Yeah, but I'm having trouble. I don't know. I think it's impossible to paint autumn in St. Olaf.
How come?
Maybe it's because of the horrible St. Olaf falling. Skylab fell on her.
What is the point of this story?
Be thankful for your health. This whole St. Olaf problem is my fault. I can't believe...
And I just never wanted to come out. Fortunately, someone was there to get me out of that room. Thanks, Ma.
Sure, pussycat.
You know, Sophia, this birthday thing kind of has me depressed as well. You think you could help me too?
Sure. No matter how bad things get, remember these say...
7. I love you.
Oh, don't say that, David Dellinger.
7. Take me.
Look, Jimmy, I like you, but not in that way.
Oh, great. First person I reach out to in 22 years, and then you reject me.
Oh, Jimmy.
The hearts of the righteous, standing at the gates of heaven, while Saint Peter...
Ma! You're making that up.
I am not.
Look, anyone can clearly see that is a picture of John Forsythe lying naked in a pool of honey.
George, is that really you?
It's me, Blanche.
But you're dead. At least you're supposed to be. I married you 9 years ago. What in hell is going on?
Well, I guess the best thing to do is just give it to you plain and simple. Blanche, I staged my death.
He stained his desk?
Should these be lower?
All right, this is it. Now, don't forget, you've got something he wants.
Yeah. What?
Don't worry, it'll all come back to you. Take your glasses off. And you know, it's a good idea.
The government had to put me in the witness protection program. Gave me a new name, new job, whole new identity.
I don't know what to say. I can't believe this story you're telling me.
But you can believe the story about Henrik Felderstuhl, St. Olaf's half man, half grasshopper?
Rose, you've got to disconnect those stupid dogs.
But it's working. And besides, I've already named them.
Thanks for letting me move in early. Oh, great day for a wedding. Say, who tied those dead fish to the back of the car?
And Marv and I were talking, and you know how persuasive he can be. And he said that I should, and I thought that, well, he's the lawyer, and that's what I'm paying him for, so why don't you?
Why don't I what?
Just sign. It's nothing big. It's a little prenuptial
Trust. Not to mention the 38 years that I spent as your wife, your partner, the mother of your children. The woman who held down 2 jobs while you were at home staring at a matchbook trying to draw Winky.
I told you she wouldn't go for it.
But when we first met, I was very attracted to you, and I couldn't believe you thought I was the baby's mother. What were you thinking of?
Well, I thought, who am I to judge? I was bald at 23.
Well, I guess this puts an end to our relationship. You probably don't want to go out with the grandmother.
No, I...
Stand still until I leave. Don't make a move, old lady.
Nice way to talk to your mother, pussycat. Who is it?
Put these on and find out.
My glasses! Where did you find them?
I'm afraid Dreyfus was the culprit. He got them off.
But apparently he has, or he wouldn't have had the nerve to call here.
You're not gonna call him back, are you?
Oh, absolutely. If John comes to Miami, I want to see him.
I don't think that's such a good idea, pussycat.
Ma, don't you see? When John Noretti gets here, I'm finally going to get my revenge. He's going to see a beautiful, vibrant...
Blanche, we joined the Friends of Sea Mammals for a reason. You are so unmotivated.
Well, when I joined this mammals with blowholes thing, I didn't expect to be carrying picket signs on some grungy dock. I was hoping more for a fundraiser cocktail party with...
Hey, you make it sound like it's the only smart thing I ever did. I'll have you know I've done a lot of smart things over the years. Remember?
Well, where's the outpouring of grief from all the many, many men whose lives I have left barren and empty?
Maybe they just don't know you by your real name.
Well, here it is, Serafina's next chess move. Perfect. I already know my next move. And when Serafina sees...
Do it with a southern accent? Of course I want you to do it with a southern accent. I said, oh, thank God, because I don't really know how to play it without a southern accent.
So you
and
played
even a
May-
phone...
May Southwest.
Rose, this isn't my box. It's my mother's. I was going to open it, but I can't.
Dorothy, I'm proud of you.
I can't with a bobby pin. Maybe with a butter knife.
Rose, you're off.
Wait a minute. How did this happen?
We all voted for you.
Well, Dorothy, it's your own damn fault. Why'd you have to vote for yourself?
I just assumed that everyone was going to vote for Rose, and I didn't want to sweep to hurt her feelings.
I guess that would hurt.
It does!
And, for that handsome guy in the red Corvette that I cut off on Highway 12 yesterday, well, you can call my personal number, which is flashing on your screen now. I'll get it.
I have a confession to make. It's not easy, but something happened over there, and I think you should know about it.
Well, I did keep pretty well up with what went on over there. I saw Schwarzkopf on the Bob Hope special.
What I'm talking about is personal, Blanche. I know we said we wouldn't even look at anybody else.
Everybody.
Miles?
No. Make up a detective name.
No, Miles, there is a detective in the bushes. Come on out, right now.
I'm not really supposed to let you see me. It's like a rule.
Out.
You'll understand that the pontiff cannot make individual visits, but I can assure you a prayer will be said.
A prayer? That's it?
Thank you, Father. Oh, Ma, I'm so sorry. I know how disappointed you are, but believe me, giving that ring back was the right thing.
Listen, you be a good boy. Don't chase. Always remember, cats are people, too. I'm gonna miss you, Jake.
Oh, yeah, sure, no problem.
You still haven't said anything about my performance.
Oh, you mean that little ditty you croaked out? I thought it was cute.
Dorothy, how would you like to go to a wake next Friday?
Ma, you know how I feel about those things. They're so sad, and men love my cupcakes.
Get a clue, Dorothy. Men would rather pay for cupcakes.
Let me tell you something, you Swedish meatball. Wait a minute. You're actually talking about cupcakes, aren't you?
Please, don't open it, please.
Why?
Because it's a naughty picture of me.
Oh, a naughty picture of you. Oh, Rose darling. Oh.
To you and the generous raise in my allowance. Isn't she a beauty? Only 1,300 easy payments.
Ma, we have to talk.
The salesman tried to jerk me around on the price, but once he found out I was Jessica Tandy, I got a deal.
Ma, I wouldn't get too attached to this.
I've named her Tanya. I have the negatives from Rose's photo shoot. It doesn't say much for this great land of ours, but there's a market out there.
You know, Mrs. Petrillo, I've never had a woman your age do a boudoir.
Rose, all I'm saying is I just want to make sure you're prepared.
Look, I studied that yearbook as hard as you did. Ask me anything.
Okay, I will. What were the school colors?
Brick and a kind of a cemented color between the bricks. I guess so. But I thought they'd have given us bodies by now.
What the hell made you think that people would be lining up to donate their bodies? God, we look like a reunion of Henry VIII's wives.
Come on, Dorothy. Look on the bright side for it.
Don't mess with my metaphor.
All right, Stanley, the truth. Things have been going so well with Lucas, I didn't want to deal with you. But as Freud said, our beds are crowded.